I started roasting my uncle at every family gathering until he cried. On Thanksgiving, Uncle Tommy walked through the door and immediately came over to where I was practicing piano. "Still wasting your parents' money on those piano lessons?" he said. "Hey everyone, listen to this. It sounds like someone's torturing a bunch of sick geese while they're trying to sing the national anthem. Oh wait, that's just my nephew playing piano." Everyone laughed nervously, and I turned around on the bench. "Uncle Tommy, that's really mean. I've been practicing for months. Could you please stop?" He rolled his eyes at me. "Don't be such a baby, it's just a joke. If you can't laugh at yourself, you'll never make it in life, kiddo." Then he walked over to my cousin Kim, who just got engaged last month. "Hey everyone, wanna start a betting pool?" He was grinning. "I give this marriage 6 months tops." We all know how desperate Kim was to find anyone who would marry her. Kim's face went bright red, and her fiancé looked like he wanted to leave right then. Uncle Tommy kept going, pointing at my sister. "Speaking of desperation, here's our family teacher. You know what's funny about teachers? They get paid in crayon drawings and apple juice because that's all they're worth." He laughed at his own joke. "At least the kids in your class have someone at their level to relate to, right?" My sister ran out of the room. My grandpa laughed. "You kids really are too sensitive. Tommy's just joking around." My aunt nodded and added, "It's just his sense of humor. You all need to learn to take a joke." By the time dinner was over, Kim had left early, and my sister wouldn't come out of her room. At Christmas, I came ready with my own jokes about Uncle Tommy's life. He walked in wearing another expensive suit, and I announced to everyone, "Hey, look everyone, Uncle Tommy wore his fancy suit. You know, the one he bought before his third wife took everything, including his house and his last bit of self-respect." His eye twitched, but he laughed it off. During dinner, when he grabbed his fourth beer, I said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Hey, Uncle Tommy, tell everyone that funny story about when you got so drunk at your son's graduation. You tried to give a speech and ended up barfing on the principal's shoes. That was hilarious, right? Your son still won't talk to you, but at least you got a funny story out of it." My mom covered her mouth, trying not to laugh, and my dad had to look away. At New Year's, when he tried to make a toast, I jumped up first. "Let me tell a joke first. What do you call a guy who's been divorced 3 times, lost every business he started, and still gives relationship and financial advice? Uncle Tommy. Get it? Because it's funny how he thinks anyone should listen to him." Uncle Tommy finally lost it. "You think you're so funny, don't you?" He screamed at me while spit flew out of his mouth, making jokes about my divorces and my mistakes like you're some kind of comedian. "It's not funny, it's just mean and disrespectful." I smiled at him real calm. "But Uncle Tommy, you said if we can't laugh at ourselves, we'll never make it in life. I'm just helping you laugh at yourself. Why is it suddenly not funny when the jokes are about you?" The whole room went dead silent, and Uncle Tommy's face looked like it might explode. "Remember when you made my sister cry about her weight at her graduation?" I kept going. "Or that super funny bit where you told Kim's kids their dad was too stupid to get a real job? Was that funny, Uncle Tommy?" My mom stood up and crossed her arms. "Yeah, Tommy, explain to us why your jokes are funny, but his aren't." Uncle Tommy tried to say I was attacking him, but my dad said, "Now you know how your jokes feel to everyone else. Maybe you should think about that." Uncle Tommy sat back down and didn't make any more mean jokes, but when he went for dessert, I said, "That's your third piece of pie, Uncle Tommy. It's a good thing your new girlfriend doesn't care about your dad bod as long as you have money." Uncle Tommy just put his head down and pushed his plate away.